Greetings from the overview book on the psychology of money. Morgan Housel's timeless teachings about luck, greed, and prosperity. Enjoy yourself. First, key point: no one is insane. Have you ever had this experience? After reading the biography of a person you admire, you discover an instance in which they made a poor financial choice, and you conclude that they are insane. Or perhaps you heard of a neighbor or family who was rich previously, but lost nearly all of it in a short time, and you became upset because he was unable to manage his finances. In one form or another, many of us have experienced such things. It's easy to believe that certain individuals are insane when you observe how they manage their finances, but nobody is. People frequently make bad financial decisions, but it's not because they're not thinking clearly. Simply said, everyone has distinct financial preferences. According to Housel, your financial experience is 0.00% of what people throughout the world go through. People from different generations typically have different perspectives on money, which influences everything, including their investing strategies. For instance, you are more likely to invest in bonds if you were born during a period of low inflation than during a period of high inflation. Morgan Housel: your behavior has a greater influence on your ability to manage money than your intelligence. And even highly intelligent people find it difficult to learn behavior. We are conditioned to think that the outcomes we attain are solely the result of our deeds. If an investment is successful, you are a good investor. If it fails, you did something wrong. However, that isn't always the case in reality. Many seemingly foolish investment decisions have turned out to be profitable, while well-thought-out, intelligent ones have failed. It's obvious that hard effort and intelligence are not enough to achieve success. There is a component of luck. Although we cannot determine the exact amount, we do know that luck plays a significant role in success. Favorable circumstances, such meeting mentors or being in the right location at the right time, are frequently credited with success. This is the element that cannot be controlled. Happiness is that. Assuming that all of your accomplishments are solely the product of your diligence is conceited. The reverse is also true. Unfavorable circumstances are the cause of certain failures. People have been disadvantaged and made to appear like failures by death, accidents, uncontrollable global events, and so forth. In the end, you should wait to make snap judgments about someone's financial situation until you have all the facts. We have very little control over risk and luck and how they affect our finances. However, there are other things that we can control, and it makes sense to concentrate on making the most of the things that you can. Let's discuss these topics. Important point: give up trying to make money. There are advantages and disadvantages to contemporary capitalism. On the one hand, it enables you to amass fortune that you can leave to your offspring when you pass away. The good thing is that. On the other hand, it fosters envy, the kind of envy that turns you into a money-hungry person forever. Many people currently choose money over happiness without even realizing it. You frequently have to fall victim to capitalism's sophisticated deception before you comprehend what is going on. You might believe that you are working for the future of your family and yourself, but in reality, you can just be working hard to out-ear your neighbor. The issue with this kind of rivalry is that you can be jeopardizing more valuable things, such as your independence, time, family, and even your reputation, in the name of money. How many well-known individuals do you believe have been imprisoned for embezzlement of public funds? You've at least seen some on the news if you don't know anyone. Naturally, though, that is the other extreme. It is more common to witness people giving up valuable connections and time for their jobs. Money is never a substitute for your happiness. Don't sacrifice your happiness to pursue financial gain. Realizing that having more money does not equate to happiness is the greatest approach to avoid falling into this trap. Establish a framework for your life that enables you to focus on the things that are significant to you outside of job and money. This could entail reducing your job hours to spend more time with your loved ones or abstaining from dubious activities that could result in jail time and the loss of your freedom. Everyone's system will look different, but the goal is to strike a balance so that life is about more than just earning more money. Morgan Housel. The greatest benefit money can provide is time control. Playing a long-term game is crucial. You'll probably be able to play it longer if you think of your personal and corporate finances as a long-term game. Short-term profit-driven investors are unlikely to be long-term players, and this is unrelated to their skill level. Simply put, nobody is able to make faultless market predictions. Things are changing rapidly, but abrupt shifts will catch you off guard before you know it. This has led to the suicide of countless investors. At one point in their careers, they generated enormous profits, became avaricious because they believed they had perfected their craft, and then lost everything they had earned and more. A prime example of this is the well-known investor from the ER era, Jesse Livermore. Because Livermore was so successful, he not only avoided the 1929 stock market crash, but also profited greatly from it, while the majority of investors lost everything they had. Achieving success is difficult. He gave Livermore the impression that he controlled the markets. He kept investing and losing after this enormous win, but he persisted. His perseverance was in vain. He even ran ahead for 2 days before losing everything he owned. His relatives because he felt embarrassed. After the loss, Jesse Livermore never fully recovered. In the end, he committed suicide. Your ability to invest will provide income, but maintaining wealth requires more than just expertise. Investing can yield significant profits, but it is also a risky game. However, you run the danger of losing your money if you become avaricious and chase those huge wins too soon. Because they are aware of this, the game's masters play with a long-term outlook. Instead of making rapid, uncertain wins, they decide to compound their winnings over time. Take Warren Buffett, for example. $84.2 billion of his $84.5 billion value at the time of writing came after he reached 50. He has been investing since he was 10 years old, and his birthday is added. Calculating compound interest is his secret. Although he is clearly a wise investor, his savvy would not have been sufficient on its own. You have a higher chance of creating lasting wealth than someone who is only interested in making a quick profit if you have a long-term objective and a good annual compound interest rate. Fourth important point, the code of happiness. While researching his book, he came across 30 life lessons. Carl Pilmer accomplished a remarkable feat. He asked 1,000 senior citizens to tell him what they had learned most from their lives. Happiness as we know it today was not discussed by any of them. Making more money than your neighbor isn't the key to happiness, according to any of the respondents. No one claimed that pursuing a lucrative career just for financial gain and reputation made you happy. And we appear to be lacking something if all of this is accurate, which it is. Many people are adamant that they would be happy if they had more money. They lead extremely unhappy lives because they base all of their aspirations for happiness on a raise in their monthly pay. Americans surveyed said they were pleased when they were involved in something greater than themselves, had meaningful relationships, and spent time with their families. These arguments should be regarded seriously because they are supported by a number of scientific investigations. Your pleasure is the most important thing. Tying your happiness on things, especially items you don't yet have, is terrible since you might never get them. However, you'll discover that you're a much happier person if you value relationships and charitable causes more. Important point number 5. Don't aim to be wealthy. Aim for financial success. As an outsider, wealth is what you see, yet it's typically disguised. A person is wealthy if they own a home valued at dollars. He needs a big income to be able to pay his bills, even if he borrowed the house. However, that is not affluence. Having $200,000 in cash or assets that you haven't yet spent is considered wealth. The desire to spend as much as millionaires is what people mean when they say they want to be millionaires. On the other hand, you are not a millionaire if you have a few $1,000,000 and spend them all on your wants. The money you invest and save is your wealth. What people don't see is the wealth you possess. A display of riches is what most people notice, and anyone may look wealthy. Many people who appear wealthy are actually impoverished. You don't need to win over anyone in order to accumulate wealth. Avoid purchasing unnecessary items to flaunt to those who aren't really interested in you. Even though this advice is obvious, people continue to disregard it on a daily basis. People believe that they would gain respect and appreciation if they purchase pricey items that they do not need. But what do you know? Seldom does that occur. People don't think of you right away when they see you on the street in a fancy car. Even if they might think you're wealthy, that doesn't guarantee they respect you. In most cases, the opposite occurs. They gauge their own accomplishment and heighten their ambition by looking at the vehicle you drive. To put it another way, they're thinking about wanting to be like you rather than respecting you. Therefore, it makes no sense to strive to impress people at your own expense. Instead of showing off money you can't afford, concentrate on accumulating riches. There is uncertainty in life. We make every effort to forecast results and adjust our course of action accordingly. That does not imply, however, that things always turn out as planned. We must learn to adjust to the changes that occur in life. It's fantastic if your investments are doing as you had anticipated after making certain projections. However, it's crucial to get up and make rapid arrangements if that's not the case. Investors must therefore avoid incurring unprofitable expenses. You've already spent too much time and money on your portfolio, so there's no need in keeping it. Have the adaptability to make adjustments. If it doesn't work, keep in mind Chapter 1. No one is crazy, yet people do occasionally make crazy financial judgments. Each of us is constrained by our level of expertise, experience, and the condition of the market we operate in. It is beneficial to ask others with more experience than you for advice if you are unclear about a specific step. This individual may be a member of your investment club, a friend, or a financial advisor. That is irrelevant. The fact that they have the experience to offer you advice is all that matters. In relation to investment clubs, both online and offline, there are a ton of them. If you're not already in one, find one to join. They are always worth the money, although the majority of them demand a regular premium. Finally, at all costs, safeguard your happiness. Steer clear of dubious transactions. Always make time for the things that are important in your life and avoid chasing money. Because if you can't appreciate the money, what good is it? Interesting stuff to try. Find an investment group that meets frequently in your county or join one online. Please remember to like, subscribe, and go through the other summaries on this channel if you enjoyed this one.